Okay, everybody, I'm going to shoot this video for you on batteries because we're at the point right now in preventative maintenance where you guys are going to start getting in, checking things like headlights, taillights, horns, electrical components, and you're probably going to need some battery power. So make sure that you watch this video frequently, more than once, so that you can bring yourself up to speed with batteries. Okay, first thing that I want to address with batteries with you guys is the different types of battery chargers. And I have in front of us, right there, we have a regular battery charger down here on the bottom, and of course the booster pack. And I just wanted to talk to you for just a minute about the differences with the two of these. Booster packs, we don't really want to get in a habit of using booster packs here in the automotive shop. Booster packs I reserve for vehicles that have dead batteries and they're out in the parking lot and we need to bring them in. Because it doesn't have a cable and they're really easy to work with. Simple to tell if they're charged or not. It has a charge meter on there. Just press the button and the little needle should move within the good zone, okay, on the gauge. If they're not charged, it's the tool room attendant's responsibility to just plug them into the wall outlet and you're good to go. Okay. Down below here, this battery charger is what I recommend that we use here in the repair shop. If your vehicle's battery is dead, and most likely they're going to be because our vehicles are lab vehicles, so they're not getting out very much, they don't run too frequently, so batteries tend to die on us. Okay? Use the battery charger because we're not going to destroy the battery, and I'll talk about in later videos exactly why. Another type of battery charger that we have is right over there. That would be called the DTAC battery charger, and this one we'll go ahead and test for. It'll test your charging system, your starting system. It's kind of an all-in-one unit. They're pretty nice. However, I don't want you guys to use the DTAC right now. We're going to kind of go old school, if you will, so that I can bring you guys up to speed with batteries first. Okay? All right, now moving over to the battery area, couple different types of batteries that I have set out on the workbench for you that you're going to run into. This one right here would be a side post battery. You can tell because the connections are on the side. We have this one right here, a TP battery. So it has top posts, and because it has connections on the side as well, we can refer to this battery as a UB battery. It's universal. It has top and side posts. And then this last one over here simply has just the top posts on it. So these were popular years ago in automobiles. Anymore, we kind of just see the side posts, okay, which makes it a little bit more difficult to connect up to, but they do work. All right, I'm going to bring you over here so we can get a little bit better shot of a tool that you're going to become very, very familiar with, and that tool is going to be your voltmeter. I'll slide this under here. By now, everybody should pretty much have one of those in their toolbox. And how do we determine if the battery needs to be charged? Well, first off, you're going to go for that obvious symptom, and that's I put the key in, nothing happens. Okay, I don't hear any clicking, buzzing, nothing going on. It's usually a pretty good indicator that the battery is likely going to be dead. However, we do want to follow that step-by-step procedure, and the first step that I want you to take is to bring that voltmeter out. Go ahead and connect up your red and black leads, okay, into the corresponding ports. I'll take them out and we'll go through it step by step together. So my red lead is going to go right in here where it says V for voltage, okay. And in this last one right there, if you can see, which you should be able to, I'll get you a little closer up shop. It says COM for common ground. So right there we can see the little voltage. This one we're going to use later. This one is to check amperage. You'll see it says 10A. You want to stay out of that one for right now. So just COM and, of course, V for voltage. We'll plug those in there. And we're going to go ahead and turn our rotary switch to the 20-volt DC scale. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and touch a battery. All right, we're going to lay those right across the battery leads or terminals. And we'll see what it is that we have. Okay, and I'm going to put red to positive and black to negative. And of course, I think you can see it's registering 5.9 volts. All right, that's just not enough voltage in order to start a vehicle. The voltage that we are looking for is a voltage of 12.4 volts or higher. Usually 12.4 is going to do it. 12.6 is, that's maximum charge. So if you've got 12.6, the vehicle starter should turn. That engine should turn over. If it doesn't, sometimes we have to go in a little bit further diagnostics, but I'm keeping it simple for this video. If we need to charge that battery, and we do, okay, we do in that case. So what we'll do is we'll bring our battery charger over, and I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to go ahead and plug our battery charger into the wall outlet. After we get our connections made, and I'll show you a couple different ways to do this. Of course, we're going to connect our red first. Always double check. Red goes to positive, black goes to negative. Okay. Sometimes when we're working with the side post batteries, you might find it very difficult to get those great big clamps connected. So what you may have to do is, I have this great toolbox over here that I keep in the tool room. I'll show you what that looks like. And it's filled with all kinds of battery goodies. Okay. For example, we have these connectors for the side posts. All right, little copper connectors. Copper is a good conductor. We also have these, okay, which we'll thread in. I'll show you how those work. And you would just simply thread this right into the side of the battery, and I have a couple of them. You know, and what that does is that allows the technician to safely charge the vehicle's battery. I'll plug that one in there. Okay. And if I needed to, because it's a side post battery now, I could go ahead and connect onto that. I've got something to clamp onto, whereas before I had nothing. We do not want to disconnect vehicles' battery cables to charge, so I'll leave that one in there so I can show you. With the vehicle's battery cable connected to it, I would just take one of these copper adapters, and you'll see that it slides in there, it locks into place. And I'll go ahead and take my cable clamp, my charging clamp, and I'll connect that just like that. And now you've got a good tight fit. It's not flopping all over the place. Makes charging a battery a heck of a lot easier. Okay. I'm going to use the top post setup for right now, and we're going to connect our battery charger. I'm going to plug it into the wall right now. Okay. And I always connect my clamps first because I'm always afraid, hey, you know, I want to make sure that I don't start a fire or get shocked, which is, you know, very, very possible to do. So be careful when you're connecting your battery charger up. Connect to the battery first. Remember, red first, then black. Then plug your battery charger into the wall. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the settings real fast here. I'll move you around. And hopefully it's going to be bright enough so that you guys can see. Okay. And of course, over here we have our timer. Over here we have our charge rate, 6 volt high, 12 volt low, 12 medium, 12 volt high, and this is like a jump start. It's like a booster. So what we can do is we'll set it to usually 12 volt medium, and we'll turn our timer on. Okay. And on this battery charger, you don't hear it all that loudly, but it will begin to hum, and that lets you know that your battery is being charged. Okay. The last thing I wanted to show you guys, besides the batteries and connecting up the chargers, is right over here. You may have wondered what this is. Okay. So let me go ahead and explain, as long as we're talking about charging batteries. And this right here is what you call a trickle charger. You'll notice that I have a bunch of batteries all connected up to all these cables. What this does is you can slowly charge a battery a little bit at a time. You know, while that battery is in storage, you simply just connect it all up, red to red, black to black, and you turn your timer on, and you'll see a little red light come on when those batteries are charging. And I'll usually charge them at a very low amperage rate, maybe, a couple amps over about an 8 to 10 hour period of time. And that kind of brings me to my last point before I wrap this video up, is just on the booster packs. Okay, I can't emphasize enough that the booster packs are just for sort of in that emergency when the vehicle's outside, it's cold, snowy. Keep the booster packs just for that. I know it's really tempting. They're easy to get to in the tool room. You don't have to worry about an extension cord. You plug them in. But what that does is that you're going to deep cycle that battery and you keep shocking it, you know, to get the vehicle started. And then, of course, we walk away and we don't properly charge the battery. So it's almost like a defibrillator. It's not a long-term solution. The only long-term solution to charging or keeping batteries charged is to use a proper battery charger like that one, or, of course, any of the battery chargers in the tool room. So check back for my videos. I hope this helps.